Welcome back, guys. We're continuing on with these Mechabellum 1v1 replays, and we have got a very tense game coming up. So I'm basically facing the strategy that I've just implemented in the last two replays, and I'm going in with an experimental build, something that I've never tried before. Because I've tried a few different things against this strategy, and I've had varying successes with hackers and with Vulcans. And so what I've decided is to try and face this strategy with fangs and sledges. So I'm setting up, I'm the red team again, by the way, so I'm the one with the red hit points. The enemy are the one with the green hit points. So I'm setting up with vertical fangs to make it harder for the steel balls to reach the sledges. So I'm going double fang with sledges on both sides, and I've got heavy armor specialist. He's got steel balls, fangs with elite specialist, so he's going to have a bit of a rough time at the beginning, being elite specialist. He's brought in some crawlers on round one. So as you can see, the steel balls are just trying to churn their way through some fangs, which is buying quite a lot of time for the sledgehammers and the snipers to get the work done. And we managed to deal with all the steel balls without them leveling up too much. So the major issue with the steel balls is trying to keep them as low level as possible. It could even be better to not go for sledgehammers, because the steel balls can level up quickly if you level up the sledgehammers. You might be better off going for fangs only as the ground unit and going for phoenixes to deal with the steel balls, because obviously the steel balls can't suck any experience out of phoenixes. So I'm going for vertical sledges here, just to make it so the steel balls can only target the first one of the vertical, just so they don't target multiple sledgehammers in one volley. So I've just added two more sledges, one on either side. He's added in some mustangs, which is going to help clear the fangs away, and as you can see, they're all just targeting a single sledgehammer at a time, which is what I wanted to happen. So things are going quite well at the moment. So his mustangs are actually doing a significant amount of damage to my level 1 sledges. Quite surprised about that. So he's going to get both towers here. Hopefully we get a decent spread from taking out this tower. That's not a great spread. Splitting in half. Really, I wanted all of them to go towards the mustangs. But we're getting picked off in piecemeal at the moment, which is not great. But the sledges are getting quite a lot of work done. We've got a few fangs here, actually. Very nice. So the steel balls still aren't very high level. Still level 1. So he's gone for deployment specialist. Now there's a chance I might go for Intelligent Marksman here. Yep. So although Deployment Specialist is one of my favourites, I decide to go for Intelligent Marksman to try and deal with these steel balls. Don't know whether it's going to be the right decision or not. Like I say, this is an experimental build. So he's bringing in some crawlers on the flank. That'll expose this tower from the front a little bit. He is burning supply though, so that's good for me. That means he's going to have 100 less overall. But he's just doing everything he can to try and level up his steel balls at the moment, which isn't really working for him. Really, I could do with some range on these sledgehammers. So we've taken out the tower, so this sniper's probably going to be able to finish all of these Mustangs off. Very nice. So things are going okay, but his steel balls will start leveling soon. And that's when things are going to get significantly harder. So he's gone for the supply specialist, so he's playing the long game. I've gone for the portable shield, so I'm playing the short game. And I put the shield here. I'm not sure if that's the best one to put it on, but that's the one that we're going for. So these crawlers at the moment are feeding quite a lot of experience to these sledgehammers, so that's nice. And they're not really opening up too much of an opportunity from the front. So I think this is probably a bit of a mistake on his part, putting them crawlers there. He's burning more supply. He really wants to get these steel balls leveled up, so he's got one leveled up to level 2. That's a new one actually. I think he's Elite Specialist brought that in, because he is Elite Specialist. So his original steel balls didn't do great, but the ones that he's just purchased might have a better time. So he's getting quite a lot of success in this area, but we've still managed to keep him at bay. And even though he's burnt supply both this round and last round, we've still managed to comfortably win both rounds, so that's looking promising for us. And his steel balls still haven't leveled up again. So what's he going to take? He skipped. I'm taking my time deciding. It's a big decision, this one is. Obviously I want this extra HP, but for 250 supply it's very expensive. So I'm probably just working out the finances, see if I can afford to buy it and get everything else that I want this turn. So I decide to go for it. I have got a lead, so that is the best time to go for it, when you're already in a lead. But it is going to be quite tense from this point onwards. So I've got Mechanical Rage on the sledgehammers. So let's see how we get on here. We've got 400 supply left to spend, and I decide to get 2 more sledges. Now this could be a mistake. I've now got 6 sledgehammers. Obviously, because this is only an experimental build, I haven't refined it in any way, and I can quite easily make mistakes. But I knew that they were breaking through here and here, so that's why I wanted to add a couple of sledgehammers there, just to try and keep them at bay. They used a nice rocket there, but they've got life leech, and this is the problem with using sledgehammers. They can get quite a lot of benefit from the life leech when facing the sledgehammers, which is why it might be better off just going for mass fangs. But we have had a lot of success up to this point using the sledgehammers. It's just now that they're breaking through to the towers, they're going to be gaining a lot of experience from our high level sledges. So it's looking like we might win this round as well, but they have gained a lot of experience in this round. So things are going to get scary very quickly. Couple of different choices here, intensive training and laser sights. Obviously he wants intensive training because he wants his steel balls as high as possible. I want laser sights because I want to be able to kill the steel balls from as far away as possible. So what do I decide to get? So I go for the shields, so his rockets don't wipe out the fangs. I've still got 350 supply left to spend. Looks like I've made a mistake and I've... Oh, that's interesting. Why have I got 4 recruitment slots? So's he. Oh, is the game frozen? No. Oh, they're not recruitment slots, sorry. They're techs. Sorry, ignore me. Okay, so I'm sticking another fang here to try and keep these steel balls occupied. So I put the laser sights on this one. I should have really put it on this one. But I knew that this one was the side that was falling. He's got a lot more steel balls on this side than he has over here. So, let's see what happens. So we're still doing a fairly decent job, but the steel balls are managing to push their way through a little bit. And they're beginning to level up quite dramatically now. But it looks like we've managed to win the round again. So we're doing well. We haven't lost a single round yet. He's only got 780 hit points left. So I see Heavy Hacker and I really want to go for it, but it's a terrible decision at this point. Normal hackers would be better than heavy hackers against steel balls. So we both decide to skip. So what am I going to spend my supply on? That's the question. So I've got 1,100 supply. What do I spend it on? So I decided to go for the range on the sledges. Not sure if that's the best decision or not. It'll help a little bit. we go for elite marksman on the marksman. And he's gone for range on the steel balls. Now, steel balls with range and life leech are terrifying. They really are terrifying. He's burnt more supply again, and he's gone for enhanced range and high mobility. So he's really spending a lot of cash. He's gone for another rocket as well. He's doing everything he can to not lose. It might work out for him. Let's see. So the Rangers helped keep the fangs closer to the enemy. So it's helped in that regard, but look at the range of them steel balls. Oh god, they are terrifying. And he's easily broken through now. So, despite me winning every single round, the steel balls have picked up steam. And now, it's looking... well... yeah. It's looking bad. It's looking bad. So what do you do? How do you combat these ridiculous ranged steel balls? So we've both gone for attack item. He's obviously putting his on the steel balls. I've decided to put mine over on these sledges. Oh, he didn't. He put them on the Mustangs. That has surprised me, that has. That's surprised me. So I've decided to go for the sticky oil bomb. So I have a plan in mind. And phase 1 of the plan is to try and slow down the Mustangs, but let the steel balls through. So I can kill the steel balls while the Mustangs are stuck in the sticky oil. So that's phase 1 of the plan. Let's see, I've got 850 supply that I haven't spent yet. So what am I going to buy? So I'm buying a couple more sledgehammers. Now, is that a good decision? I'm trying to split his forces by putting them on the flanks. So that'll separate his forces a little bit so I can concentrate my firepower. So it didn't buy much time, but it bought a little bit of time. And that might be just enough time for us to deal with the steel balls. It looks like it's working. Yeah, it looked like it worked, so although it was a bit of a crazy plan, I think it's worked. Well, it kinda worked. Unfortunately, the middle fell through. So, although the flanks worked quite nicely, the middle still buckled and we lost the tower. So, now it's time for phase 2 of the plan. And no doubt you've already guessed what it is. So he's gone for super heavy armor. And we are going for... are we going to go for the shield airdrop? It wouldn't buy as much time in the flank. Might buy us a little bit. We're going for super heavy armor as well. Interesting. And phase 2 of the plan is about to be underway. So we've gone for double shot on the sniper to help kill the steel balls quicker. And here is phase 2. We're going to get a Vulcan And we're going to sacrifice the Vulcan to set this sticky oil patch on fire. So normal flames might get the job done, but just to be certain, I buy the incendiary bomb just to make certain that we manage to set this oil on fire. Now hopefully this is going to be enough to kill all of the Mustangs that are behind, and then that'll relieve the pressure and hopefully tip the balance in our favour. So I'm just setting a couple of rockets down just to try and delay them from reaching the towers. Come on. Come on, flames. Burn. And down go all of the Mustangs in the centre. So it was a big gambit, but it looks like it might pay off. Still very tense, but the double tap snipers are getting the job done. Yeah, them double tap snipers finish the job off. And that is game. That was incredibly tense. If it wasn't for this decision here to go for the oil bomb and then set it on fire, I don't think I would have won that. Because I would have had to go for air to deal with these steel balls. And if I went for air, he just would have gone anti-air on his Mustangs and countered my air. So yeah, I think that was the only option that I had to win this battle, was to go for the sticky oil bomb. Unfortunately, he didn't shield up against it, which was a huge mistake. He could have even shielded up against the flame attack, so he'd bypassed the oil by the time the flame bombs came in, but he probably didn't see it coming. He definitely will next time he plays. So yeah, it was an experimental build against one of the toughest builds that I've played against, and we managed to get the victory. So hope you enjoyed it. Join me again in the next one, where hopefully we'll be using some hackers. Right, cheers for watching guys, take care, I shall see you soon.